Hello everyone. Welcome to this series of problem solving and DSA. Before we write any code here, we need to learn how to think like a programmer. If you understand this video properly, everything that comes later will become much easier for you. So, first is sorry, or this first is how to think like a programmer. So many beginners problem is what? They think programming means typing code. Like programming means typing code. Typing code. It is not true. This is obviously not true. Programming means solving a problem step by step, not just typing code instantly. Code is only a tool to express that solution. It's only a tool to express your solution. So what does programming means? It is solving a problem. Every problem has three parts to solve. Every problem means programming can be broken into three simple parts. What are these? Let's discuss this. First one is input, then process. After that, what we got? Output. So what does input mean and what does process and what is this output? Let's discuss this. Input means what data do we get? What data? Process means what to do with it. What to do with this data. And what is output mean? What do we want? Like at last, what do we want? So this thinking applies to every problem you will ever face or ever write in your programming journey. Everything like can be broken down into three simple process: input, then how you are processing that data you are getting from the input, and the final thing is output. Let's understand this with your real life example. So I am an Indian, so uh, tea is very special for us. I hope you are also a tea lover. So let's understand this, how to make a tea. Making of tea. I'm not a good like chef here, but still. So what comes first? As discussed, first is input. What do we want? Like what do we like want to make a tea? First is water, second is tea leaves, third is sugar, and fourth is milk, right? That's all we want. Or if you add like there are many things you can like make it more special for your loved ones, but still it's a simple tea. Second one is process. What is the process of making a tea? First we have to boil water. After that, add tea leaves, then add sugar after some time, then add milk, and just wait for 5 minutes. It's not for the code, just for tea I'm saying. Then output, what you will get? You will get a tea. So we do not randomly do things here. We follow steps in the correct order. This is exactly how a program works. So why computers need a clear instruction to follow? Why doesn't, like, if you just say like add two numbers or print this, do this for me? Why I don't understand? Because a computer is not an intelligent machine like human, right? It does not guess. It does not guess. It can't assume things. Like if you told him like to add two numbers, he don't know like if two numbers are like integer two to something, or it's like a boolean value or anything. What do you want to add, like integer, boolean, or anything others you want to add, string or what? It doesn't know, right? So it can't guess or assume. You need to be very specific about that. So it only allows clear instructions, exact instructions. Computer follow steps, not intentions behind it. If you miss a step or change the order, the output will be like, I don't know what will be output. Like if, like what we have made, we have made tea here, right? So if you like miss the water or miss like adding sugar, so what you will get? Not a very good like pleasant tea, right? So steps are very followed too, like it's very important. So what does the good programmer do? They do one important thing. They break down the big problems into smaller problems, right? What they did, big problems to smaller one. First, instead of thinking I must solve this problem or I will solve this problem, think like what is the first step to solve this problem. After that, move to the next step. If I give you this big cake, okay, this is not looking like a cake obviously, but still I'm very bad at like drawing. I don't know. Okay, just imagine this is a cake. Okay, this is a cake. This is a very big cake, around 2 kg size. Let's assume. Okay, we can assume, we are not computers, so we can assume. So if I told you like to eat this cake alone, you can't eat, right? What you will do? You will like divide it into a small pieces like pastries. After that, you can eat one by one, one by one, one by one. You can eat that. So you're gonna finish this whole cake, right? This is what exactly we do. Big problems we break into smaller problems, then solve each one. This is how you will solve a problem here. So what are the steps we have talked about, like breaking down big problem? Let's just see, this is a big problem here. Big problem. What we did? Broke down into smaller steps. This is one step. This is second step. This is third step, and likewise, this is the final step. So what this called? This is called algorithm, right? What does algorithm mean? Step by step solution to solve a problem. Step by step solution to solve a problem, right? You do not need to write code to create an algorithm. You only need clear thinking. How to solve a problem? It's all about clear thinking, not problem, not the code you write. So why most of the beginners struggles? Because not, it's not about the syntax, not it's only about the unclear thinking they do. Like syntax is not the problem here. Syntax is not the problem. It's about thinking, the approach you take to solve a problem, right? When thinking becomes clear, code becomes easy. You can agree with me on this. What you should do before writing code? Before writing any code, always ask yourself three questions. What is the input? What is the input I need to pass? Then, what should be the process I should follow? And what I'm expecting as a output, right? So let's example here, you want to add two numbers, right? So input, what you will pass? Two numbers. We can say 5 and 10. These numbers you have passed, right? So what process you follow to add them? Like the result, is 15. So how it becomes 15? You didn't like multiplied it, you didn't minus it, right? So process is like you have to apply addition to that, and what you will get? you will get 15 here. So this habit will save you, like, in interviews also. You will become a better coder. First, think about the first step only, the input, what you are going to do. After that, every like step comes after that. First problem, then second, then third step, like that you need to follow to solve a big problem. So let's summarize all what we did today. Programming is problem solving, right? It's not writing code only. Every problem has input, process, and output. Computers need clear steps to, like, do a particular task. Thinking come before writing code. Think before jumping to code directly, right? First, think, have a pen and paper, just write what is the, like, requirement, what is the input, what should be the process to solve this problem, and what I'm expecting as the output. Write it step by step. This will become your pseudo code or algorithm you should follow while writing the code. This will become your result. So in the next video we will understand what an algorithm is in detail using more real life examples. If you understood this video, you are already thinking like a programmer, right? Have confidence, have some confidence in you, and thank you for watching.